So that will get us going on there. Sorry to our YouTube people. We were running a little bit behind getting you guys on board. But hopefully that's all sorted now. Just waiting for our intro music to finish. On now?
Hey?
On now? Of course, Cousin Steve will be coming in later on to give his story.
Yep, go for it.
Nearly there. I know we've got a few ads and things to go. All right, we'll let them talk a little bit longer.
How is everyone, by the way?
Yeah,
how are you? I'm actually drinking some...
Look up there, Renata.
Oh, sorry. I am actually drinking... We've got so many things going on over there. I'm actually drinking some really nice herbal tea tonight. Hasn't got any alcohol in it.
All right.
What are you...
Sabina. Sabina is joining us in Norfolk Island.
Hello. Hello. Let us know what you're enjoying while you are listening
I think you are
to the divine voices of Anne and Renata.
All right, we've got a few seconds. Now, I've chosen the music tonight, so I hope you like that. It's all over the place. And hello, everybody out there in the spooky world. It is Spooky Sundays. Welcome to all the dark siders, the para-stalkers, the para-lurkers, and the frightfully good fans. It's Spooky Sundays time, and you've got your hosts back in studio.
Yay!
Where they belong.
Yes.
Sometimes. Anne, myself, and over there, Renata.
Hello, everyone. Good evening.
Now, I have to ask Renata, how's your jet lag going?
Actually, last night I thought that I'd cracked it. I'd done it.
Yep.
But this morning I woke up and I felt absolutely terrible. But I think
there might be a reason for that.
Yes, I think, look, by the time that we're ready to go again, we will have conquered jet lag just in time to get it once again.
Yeah, I actually woke up feeling not too bad today, and because it's been just over a week that we've been back in Australia. We landed Friday a week ago, and I thought, yeah, I'm not feeling too bad today. Then the hay fever kicked in, and my nose has been running like a tap, and I've been sneezing my head off. Even my dog, Max, has got runny eyes and is suffering from it as well. So I don't know if it's something to do with the building next door, which is still going on. Nearly finished.
Oh.
But we've both got it. And even Dad's dog, my dad who lives diagonally across the road from us, his dog is doing reverse sneezes, which is like a cough on a dog. Poor thing. She's exhausted. She's 15 and coughing up her lungs. Not good. Right, okay, we've got to get back to work. So first off, we want to apologise for last week. We ended up getting pulled sideways. Nothing like being pulled sideways, is there?
No, nothing like it.
We landed on Friday to the news that Mamma Mia. So I'm hoping you guys know what Mamma Mia is. It's a media outlet. They have journalists and they do stories. They've got millions of followers, and their target audience are females who are mums or grandmums or aunties or cousins or whatever they are, but they're aged sort of like in their 20s through to their 50s, which is our target group. Anyway, they were going to Maitland Jail, and they wanted to know whether Renata and I would run some tours there for them or some experiences, because they wanted to sleep the night.
They did.
So we were torn because we wanted to get back into studio for our beautiful Spooky Sunday fans, but then we were also handed this opportunity to be able to spread the word of who we are and what we are to so many more people who might enjoy what we do. So we thank you all for being patient last week and listening to the show, because I did jump into studio on Friday with Cousin Steve and do a pre-record, so we had a show for you guys. So hope you enjoyed it, but we're back.
Yes, we are. And I do have a story of the week.
Oh, excellent.
Yes. So the story of the week takes us back to merry old England, which we have just left. And can I just say to you that 1 out of 3 people in Britain do believe in ghosts?
I'm not surprised.
1 out of 3. There you go.
That's 33% of the nation. Wow.
Yes. And this story is about an abandoned haunted house, so terrifying that the owner refuses to step foot in the door. So let me tell you, this comes from the mirror.co.uk, where all greatest news of the week stories come from. And this is about Alan and Christine Tate, who lived in their haunted home for 11 years. The screaming and other bizarre noises were enough to make them pack their bags and leave. Can you imagine that? After 11 years of noise, you'd think they'd had enough.
Yeah.
They did,
Yeah.
but you'd think they'd also be used to it.
Yeah,
But,
why wait that long?
And if you have a look at the picture that I put up about the house,
Yes.
it looks like a bit of a dump. So I don't know whether people have been in there in between time and have wrecked it. I'm sure they wouldn't have left it like that. So the owners of a haunted house said they have been left so terrified by mysterious screams they refused to step back inside. Alan and Christine Tate said their home was hiding a dark secret, as they have been plagued by sinister noises since 2018. Now, in June of that year, Christine was making a coffee in the kitchen at her house in Ammanford, Carmarthenshire. Oh, sounds like Carmarthenshire, but never mind. But while
you know what we're like with our pronunciations.
Yes, and this is really interesting how they say this, because it's written here. She says, while she was stood over the kettle, that they say this stood thing. So we would say while she was standing over the kettle. They say while she was stood over the kettle. Don't understand that.
It sounds like she's got the kettle on the ground and she stood over it for a bit of a steaming.
Yes. Okay. All right. She became convinced she could hear strange noises. Shush. In the weeks that followed, the couple were disturbed by the sounds of women and children screaming, heavy knocking, and men talking in foreign language. Oh, although they had lived in the house for 11 years, within weeks, the couple left and vowed never to return. The couple, who moved into a camper van, set up recording devices around the house to investigate the noises. Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
Buck on it.
It was like a flushing noise that I had heard first, Christine told Wales Online. Somebody else's toilet? I don't know. I told Alan,
Steve,
about it, and that I couldn't.
He said, I don't care.
I couldn't figure out where it was coming from. This is really bizarre. He left his phone in the bathroom with the recorder on to try and pick up the source of the noise, and then we could hear a machine running. Someone's on the treadmill, I don't know. We started to record all over the house, and we picked up sounds of chains, a motorbike starting, and people screaming.
Sounds like a bikie gang.
I know. The Tates, both 62, soon realised the noises were subterranean and appeared to be coming from underneath the basement that sits below the kitchen.
Oh, now that's creepy. I've actually got goosebumps.
They're going to open the portal to hell,
you know.
Then you know what they're doing. You know what they're going to do. Yeah. They're going to start digging. They even got police around who couldn't find the source of the noise. But Alan was not deterred. Poor Alan. Yeah, I'm sure you're not disturbed.
Steve.
He dug 2 1.5-metre channels into the walls and put recording equipment inside.
I can just see him getting a tape measure out saying, that's 1.25 metres.
What he found, he said, was horrifying. From a woman screaming, sexual sounds, dogs barking, a motorbike and a car horn. The chilling noises amounted to hundreds of hours of recordings. The couple accumulated hundreds of hours of recordings.
There's an echo in here. I could have sworn I just heard that.
Of the different sounds, all of which they claimed were coming from beneath their house. The pair now travel around the UK,
Here we go. Here we go.
warning others about their ordeal and trying to spread the word about what's going on in Ammanford. Hundreds of people have been in touch with us and agreed that this needs to be properly looked at, said Alan. All I really want is an explanation. Why are there people screaming? There must be something going on. We have placed microphones all over the place because we wanted to prove or disprove what we were hearing. Were these noises coming from the main road? Were they coming from a park? We put microphones at the front of the house, at the back of the house, inside and out, and in the basement. The devices we left in the basement picked up screaming and other noises. The other devices, which were recording simultaneously at the front and back of the property, picked up nothing at all. The couple sent Wales Online a key to the house, but warned reporters would be entering the property at their own risk. Despite being in a busy town centre, the property is hidden down a narrow and lonely alleyway. The street is filled with shops and other commercial properties, bar one empty building next door that is up for sale. The kitchen sits directly above the now sealed-off basement. There is no direct access to the underground space, other than down a small hole with 9 feet of darkness below it. Ooh. Although the journalists left a recording device at the edge of the hole for several hours, the only sound picked up was them leaving the property. Mm-hmm. However, the Tates, who recorded inside the walls of the basement rather than above a hole in its ceiling, are adamant something is going on and have set up a petition to demand authorities investigate further. They claimed police were ignoring their concerns and that this matter needs an urgent, full investigation. Dyfed Powys Police confirmed it had received correspondence from Alan, and officers attended the area in November last year. They did not find evidence of wrongdoing. But the Tates believed there were men, women and children living, sleeping and working underneath the house, as well as the motorbike.
Yeah, and chains.
And chains.
And somebody moaning in ecstasy.
Oh, gosh. Alan believed there were quite a lot of people down there and is concerned it could be connected to people trafficking as well as drug manufacturing.
So he thinks it's real people.
Yes. The couple refused to return to Ammanford and said they were fearful for their own safety. They would not stay where in the UK they currently live and did not want photographs of themselves in the press. We're travelling around the country handing out posters and flyers about what we think is going on, said Alan. We want as many people as possible to know about this so that the police are urged to carry out more thorough investigation. We don't want to go back until the matter has been resolved. I think we're dealing with a serious criminal gang here, and I think our lives could be in danger if they knew where we were. Well, there you go.
Well, they're travelling around the world, the country, warning people, and I think they'll know where they are.
Yeah, unless they wear a bag over their heads.
Could solve a lot of problems.
What do you think?
Has anyone heard these recordings?
Well, they do. They have.
Oh, they have, but has anyone other than that pair heard the recordings?
Well, they've sent the recordings to the police and to the journalists.
I thought they had
it's just
contacted them.
No,
but
they've sent them over.
The journalists
didn't get anything. No, but they had the recordings in the wrong place, you see.
Oh, of course they did. I would be questioning things like air vents or even plumbing where sound can travel.
Yes.
Because that's the thing they used at Maitland Jail.
Yeah, yep.
Where they would communicate with each other by talking through the tubes. So, yeah.
Maybe the empty house or the empty space next door has created kind of like a vacuum that sends the sound in their direction. I don't know.
It's really bizarre.
Yes, it is.
I would love to hear the recordings.
I'll keep an eye on it and see if there's a follow-up. But it's very interesting, I reckon.
So we've got some very funny comments coming in on the online thing here. They're what do you call it? YouTube, where they're watching live. We've got suggestions of chain-wearing ghosts and Yeah, they're having. So some people are saying it's a particular night in Dapto, all those noises. So,
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing your comments, everyone that's listening live, watching live. Look, we're going to head off to a song. We've got some more stories coming up for you. I'm on next with the ABC of Mythical Creatures.
Oh, I've
And-
had a break for weeks. Oh,
Well,
it's been so lovely.
Look, I might just
It's been
change your mind.
so nice to have a break from the ABC.
I've had enough
Mythical.
negative people in my life this weekend. Anyway, my selection for songs tonight, I'm expecting you all to sing along at this particular point, and you know where it will be. You'll know because you'll all start doing it, and so will we in studio. So enjoy this, and we'll be back after this song. Yeah, so you guys can't hear that. That is Crocodile Rock. We just, you know, that business.
Now, remember that we would love to get your questions tonight. So if you have any paranormal questions,
or even questions about our trip.
It's 0490848886. Text your questions in. So 0490848886. Send them in. We've got the mobile here ready to receive your texts, and we'll certainly try and get through some of those questions tonight.
All right. So thank you all those people who are sending in the love hearts and everything to help us with the algorithm.
Thank you for the love hearts.
20 hearts in the comments right now, wherever you're watching from. Or if you're on YouTube, put a comment loving the show or the show shit, or preferably don't do that because we don't want to get in trouble.
No. And put some love hearts in there. We want to see the page light up with love hearts, and you can make those love hearts any colour you like. We're not, you know, what's it called when you're
fussy?
You don't, the colour doesn't bother you. I know.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't worry.
My brain is switched off. This is getting late for us. The jet lag at this time of night is not good. But yeah, I think we're going to be, as you said, right with the jet lag right before.
Yes.
We have to go.
Mm-hmm. That's the way it is. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. And thank you for everyone that is currently on YouTube and watching the live from the Anne and Renata Frightfully Good page. And to those who are not watching from Newcastle Ghost Tours, there you go. Oh, thank you, Karen. Beautiful all-coloured hearts. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We love those hearts.
Facebook users, I'm not sure who it is.
Daniela. How beautiful, Daniela.
Beautiful hearts going on.
Oh, aren't they? They're just gorgeous. I love them.
So 3 jokes. Did you hear about the stoner ghost? He got arrested for possession. Oh. Alison just booked Norfolk holiday from the 3rd to the 10th of October.
Yay!
You will love Norfolk Island. It's beautiful, Alison. Here's all our Norfolk people that's coming away with us. Put your name down in the comments if you're coming to Norfolk Island with us from the 1st to the 4th or the 8th of September. Look at all those hearts.
And if you're coming with us to New Orleans, let us know. Do hashtag New Orleans.
Yeah. Oh, and our website's up. We'll tell you all about it when we come back on. I've got to listen for the... la, 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 la. Here we go. I think, oh no, we've got a couple of ads to go in there. Don't forget that Spooky Sundays is looking for a sponsor. So if you'd like us to read your ads and give you a shout out for your business.
Oh, absolutely. I did see an alert on the mobile as I was reading that story that the UK has been hit by rain, torrential rain.
That's all the rain that it didn't get while we were there.
Yeah, so the heat has now stopped and it is raining madly.
Oh, Earl, it's now in Australian dollars. We had a bit of a kerfuffle about that. In actual fact, our biggest audience is American, but then we thought we'll put it in Australian dollars, which means we have to modify the prices to be Australian dollars, and then the Americans will just buy it in Australian dollars, which means they'll get it cheaper.
Back on.
And we're back. And I've got extra S's coming in. Where are you, Renata?
I'm a long way.
You're like one of those dogs that drag their butts along the floor trying to get back to the desk there.
Sorry.
And thank you for all the people joining in the comments online there. We're having a bit of fun in the background. Dave Mann's telling jokes as normal.
Thank you, Dave.
He's got to give us 3 jokes to make up for the 3 weeks we were away. But it is my great joy now to bring to you the ABC of mythical creatures, and this week we are up to the letter E, and our gorgeous Emmy has created a post of these cute little elves and things, and I've gone for something a little bit darker. But in all fairness to Emmy, I've only just prepared this story this afternoon because I was running a little bit late because we were getting our new website fixed up. So if you want to check it out, ghostgrannies.com. Yes, we have embraced it.
No, you've embraced it. I'm still shaking my head.
I asked you, would it be okay? Because we saw that the biggest search feature was Ghost Grannies. And you said, yeah, I suppose so.
Yeah, we'll see.
So you've embraced it. Suck it up. Anyway, we do have some merch. We sort of tried to get something online for you guys, and we've gone for a drop ship store now. And the good thing about it is it makes the clothing, it distributes the clothing from the country that you are in. So it's keeping the costs of postage down. Now, we had to choose what currency to put it in. And originally we put it in US dollars because our biggest audience is actually America, believe it or not. But we realised it's caused some sort of confusion. So we've now switched it back into Australian dollars. And of course, the Australian dollar is not doing great against the US dollar at the moment. So that meant the prices went up a bit. And we had some people who bought it when it was switched to the Australian dollar, but hadn't actually been adjusted for the change of currency. But that's okay. We're getting that sorted. But the quality of this stuff is amazing. We've been wearing some of the jackets and T-shirts we bought from them as a trial, and we're super impressed.
Yes. John has asked why we haven't got travel mugs on there yet. John, it'll come. That'll be in the next lot.
Yeah, we're going to leave this one up for a few weeks, probably till we come back from Germany and Prague. And then we're going to have a whole fresh batch of stuff. And the idea is that we're only going to leave it there for 3 months and then it's gone and there'll be a new batch coming out. So,
but I tell you what, we've got beanies.
Yes.
Beanies. And the beanies say see on the dark side.
They do. And they're embroidered on, so they're really nice. Anyway, let's get off that. But do check out the ghostgrannies.com. It's got everything that we do in the one place there. So what I'm going to talk to you tonight is about elves. But I'm actually going to be looking into the elves of Iceland.
Oh,
so
very freezing cold elves.
Yeah, so get ready to be enchanted by tales of hidden folk, magical creatures, and a touch of Icelandic whimsy.
Oh, nothing like some whimsy.
Yeah. Now, I've never been to Iceland. One of our friends has been there, Bill, and he said it's very alien landscape. It's quite strange. So it's got sprawling lava fields and majestic fjords, has long been a hub of magic and myth. It's like living in a real-life fantasy novel. Here among the misty landscape, stories of elves, it's the F word, I can't say it, trolls, and gnomes have been passed down through generation. And believe it or not, many Icelanders genuinely believe in their existence.
Oh, can we have a T-shirt with don't say the F word on it?
Yeah, with a picture of something that
Fairy.
looks like
Oh no! Oh, sorry. Slipped out.
Oh, no.
Oh, everyone, do a reverse. Reverse.
How do you say it backwards?
I don't know. Spell it backwards and put it.
Yarr.
Spell it backwards and put it in the comments.
Yeah, that's a
Oh.
good idea. So put that word backwards in the comments and let's hope we can reverse it. Bloody hell, Ramona.
Sorry, I got too excited.
Every show.
Oh no.
Anyway, this is true. And I actually found in this story some similarities to Ireland, believe it or not. So according to a study, there is a whopping 62% of Icelanders that believe in elves, with even more open to the possibility that there may be elves.
Well, that's more than half the population.
Yeah, and they have over there what's called elf stones. Now, the elf stones are stacked rocks. Now, we've seen these, they're like witching stones or something. They, where you have your stone on the bottom, then you put the next stone on, the next stone, and it's like a little tower.
Yep.
So what's that called?
A stone tower.
Fabulous. Thank you for your expertise there, Renata.
You're welcome.
But we have done that we're doing that up in the Blue Mountains, in the Cascades and the falls there. So these elf stones are enchanted rocks and are said to be homes for the supernatural creatures. So if you look carefully, you might spot them dotting the parks or nestling in the yards of homes. And I saw some of the photos and they actually look quite beautiful. But beware. Disturbing them brings, there's an echo again. Disturbing them brings misfortune.
Disturbing them brings misfortune.
And even, do you know?
Oh, I'm waiting for you.
Death.
Oh, death.
So leave those stones be. I remember reading in the article there that they have some of these elf stones areas where people have collected them all, and they've meant to have built roads and things, and they've refused to build the roads through these areas.
That's correct.
And what does that remind you of? You've forgotten already.
Ireland?
Yes. With the fairy trees.
You said it.
It's too late.
You said it.
The damage has been done. So out of all these people that do believe in the elf stones, we do have one man that stands tall in his enthusiasm for elves, and this is a historian and elf expert. Now this is going to be fun because I'm going to have to pronounce some Icelandic words here.
Go for it.
Magnus Skarphéðinsson. How was that?
Good.
So with over 30 years of research and interviews with more than 900 Icelanders claiming encounters with elves, Magnus is a true authority on Icelandic elves and their lore. Oh, Jodie, thank you so much. Sorry, I just spotted that over there in the comments, so thank you for that super sticker. He even found the world's... Sorry, get my teeth back in. He even founded the world's first full-fledged elf school.
What?
Yes, you heard that right.
An elf school?
An elf school called Alfasakolen. I thought I was going to say
who
that.
goes to the elf school?
Well, we're going to find out a bit more. It's an offshoot of the Paranormal Foundation of Iceland. So I didn't even know they had a Paranormal Foundation of Iceland. Now, you just got to imagine a cozy room filled with bookshelves, leather-bound volumes.
All tiny ones.
And a smorgasbord of elf figurines and trinkets. And this is where Magnus hosts lectures and open forums where people gather, sip coffee, and discuss their experiences about the hidden folk. So it might sound a little like a sort of a book
cult.
club.
A cult.
Book club. No, it's an elf chat club.
It's a cult.
But the elf school is very very serious about what they're doing.
Yes.
They actually offer diplomas and certificates.
Oh,
yes.
Wouldn't you want that on your wall?
Yes. And they have approximately 9,000 students
What?
who have enrolled their
What have they enrolled?
They've earned their credentials in elf studies.
Oh,
Who knew that elves could be so academically rewarding, Renata?
what do you do with that?
Oh, I'm sure there's something. You can flash that bit of paper somewhere and it'll mean something to someone. So according to Magnus, there are 13 species of elves in Iceland, ranging from a few inches.
You know we're going to die.
Yeah.
We can't be dissing the elves.
No,
That's
I'm
bad as-
reporting on Magnus's thing here. They range from a few inches to a few feet in height. Now, you've got some that are friendly, while others are shy or even a tad mischievous. But Magnus doesn't see himself as a mere folklorist. Oh, no, he considers himself a neutral scientist determined to uncover the truth of these elusive beings. Now, you might wonder, I'm sure you're wondering,
I do. I'm in wonderment right now.
why Iceland?
Why?
What makes it the elf capital of the world? Are you wondering?
Yep, I am.
Well, Magnus believes that the Iceland's unique culture and its vast uninhabited landscapes create a safe haven for the magical creatures.
Is Santa Claus there as well?
Oh, no, Santa Claus doesn't exist, Renata. Elves do. But I mean, that's what we really associate elves with, isn't it? Santa's helpers.
Yes.
They're more likely to reveal themselves to humans here in Iceland than anywhere else, but be warned. Changing attitudes and a growing disbelief in magic are causing the elves to retreat into hiding.
I don't blame them.
It's like they're giving us a collective.
Mm-hmm.
So the modern world, with its rigidity and skepticism, has diminished the presence of these enchanting creatures. We've become so disconnected from the wonders of the supernatural that our spiritual life force weakens.
I just want to. I want to ask all of those that
I
are
haven't
listening.
finished my
I
sentence.
know. All of those that are listening right now, and those that are watching online, to put in the comments fantastic elf names.
Oh, yes.
If you could name an elf, what would you name them?
I reckon they should put their first name and say, you know how there was Dobby the elf?
Yeah.
They should have like Dave the something. I don't know. No, you keep on that story.
Dave the comic elf.
Anyway, I was halfway through.
Elf names, people. Elf names.
I was putting this wonderful flow here.
I had a moment. I had to share it.
And you've ruined this line, which was just like a flower cut from its roots.
Oh, God.
You ruined it.
I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
So we need to reconnect with the magic and grace that surrounds us to thrive. Now, whether you're a true believer or a skeptic, the allure of Icelandic elves and the hidden folk is undeniable, Renata. You know this. It's undeniable. So why not pay a visit to Magnus Skarfjónsson Elf School?
I'm going to look up elf school.
Yeah,
I'm going to get a
it.
diploma.
Explore the mystical side of Iceland and see if you too might be captivated by these magical tales. And remember, folks, the world is a mysterious place.
The world is a mysterious
full of
place.
wonders we've yet to uncover. So let's keep our minds open, unlike the lady who was on the tour last night. Our hearts full of curiosity, and who knows what otherworldly secrets we might discover together.
Mm-hmm.
So there was my ABC of mythical creatures, Renata.
It's okay. I didn't mind that one.
You
That
didn't
was
mind
good.
it?
No.
Oh, good. You know, we've got a bit of a problem here in studio.
What?
Somebody's taken the clock down.
I know.
So we don't know when to time. Oh, they've put it behind us. Well, that's handy, Bobby. We now have to try and turn around while still talking on the microphone to see what time it is.
Time for a song.
Time for a song. All right. Well, since you all enjoyed Crocodile Rock so much this time or last time, let's see what you think of this one. So for those who are listening online, it's Mr. Bojangles by Robbie Williams. I've gone retro, haven't I? All right, we're going to have to finish up. Oh, this is on here, so if you want to listen to the rest of the show, got another good story coming up about the real Snow White.
Oh, and we're going to
Not that movie.
Let everyone know your elf names.
Oh, we've got some. We've got Gaza, Busty McClusty, Nosila, no, sorry, I can't see that. Nosila, Daz, Trevor, Bruce.
Trevor the elf.
What else have we got there? Effie. I like Effie. Elfie. Hi, Melanie. How you doing? Did you like the True Hauntings podcast? Anyway, we're going to wrap up on here, so please keep listening online, Newcastle Live, listen live there, or the app. Just download it on your phone, you can listen. So we will be back on the radio very soon. Bye.